It's time for high school basketball game night. Now here's your play-by-play announcers for tonight's game.
Hello and welcome to Northview High School, where the Dothan Tigers are playing the Northview Cougars. Hi, I'm Mick Kirk along with Brian Nyman and Don McLeod. And Don, this gym is electric tonight.
You're absolutely right, Mitt. There is electricity running through this gym as it was the last time these two teams met. It was an exciting finish. I tell you what, the work wasn't done yet, and both teams want to try to finish each other off. They want to make a statement in this game, Mitt, so I'm looking forward to an exciting game.
Yeah, Northview won a couple of weeks ago, 6-6 to 6-8 over the Tigers, and so Dothan's come out tonight, and they want to avenge that loss.
They sure do, and it looks like Dothan's going to come out firing right away.
That Denny Williams makes a three.
Good way to start.
Northview goes to Pittman, up, won't go, and Carmichael tips it back up, and it's going to be out of bounds off Dothan. That was Gaskin.
It looks like, Mitt, that Northview wants to come right in and assert themselves with their bigs and try to establish themselves in the paint. Dothan's going to try to play a zone defense. We're going to see how that works out.
And Dothan gets the ball. Shot by number 2, Donovan Ray.
On the play.
And that foul is going to be on Jonathan Carmichael.
Jonathan Carmichael.
And that was an aggressive move there by Ray. He certainly has been a factor in many of Dothan's games. He's going to try to assert himself in this game as well.
So Ray misses the first free throw, and that was one of the problems for Dothan in their loss last week against Enterprise. It's this poor free throw shooting, and it could become a factor. And I'm not going to say it can. I'm saying it will be a factor tonight. In this game.
Absolutely, Mitt. And if this game is close, those free throws are going to be a huge factor in determining the outcome. So both teams got to be successful at the free throw line.
Jonathan Carmichael. Shot from number 14, A.J. Williams, and it's a three.
Come on, baby.
Both teams' points have come from behind the three-point line. Donovan Ray, shot, misses. Carmichael, and it's blocked by Ray, and they're going to call him. I think it's going to be a foul. Yeah, it will be on Ray. Picks up his first foul.
The Tigers.
At the line is number 2, Jonathan Carmichael.
Both teams right now are coming out very aggressive. They're taking good shots. We haven't seen a whole lot of turnovers in the series going back and forth. So you can tell these teams have been coached very well in the intermediate time between meeting again.
So Carmichael makes his first of 2. So Carmichael makes both of his free throws, and Northview goes up by 2. 5-3, and the Tigers of Dothan turn the ball over. Pittman.
And he picks up a foul. And the foul's going to be on the Tigers.
That foul is on number 33, Denny Williams, his first.
Yeah, I was going to say Dothan's got to be real careful here. That's one of the first turnovers we saw of this game. But here's Northview's opportunity to come down and capitalize on this game. We also saw there that Carmichael was able to make his 2 free throws as opposed to Dothan missing theirs. So Dothan's going to have to be settled down and make sure they don't get off to a bad start in this game.
Carmichael for a 3. Yes! Jonathan Carmichael has come out and hit 5 points for Northview. 5 of Northview's 8 points. And Dothan's not starting the way they want to, but Northview is doing just what they wanted to do. Gaskin up, off the glass, miss, put back, good by Chris Graham.
That was a good putback by Chris Graham. He's going to be an important player in this game tonight. We've seen how effective he can be in and around that basket.
Jalen Harris with the ball. Another three coming from A.J. Williams.
A.J. is in the building.
Jonathan Ray. And it's going to be out of bounds off Harris's hand. In the game for Northview is Jonathan Carmichael, number 2, number 4, Billy Ford, number 14, A.J. Williams, 33, Maurice Pittman, and number 5, Jalen Harris. Denny Williams, number 33, Destin Gaskin, number 10. Number 44 is Chris Graham, 35 is Jackson, and number 2 is Donovan Ray in the game for Dothan.
We're seeing these two teams getting really aggressive early. We're seeing there's a little jostling going on down in the paint. Both teams want to try to, they want to make sure that the other team understands that this is going to be a physical game, but they're going to have to settle down. You don't want cheap fouls, so it's going to be up for the referee to calm this game down a little bit while both teams settle into the game.
You're going to talk to the coaches here, guys.
Yeah, okay. Did you catch who those double fouls were on? Was it 33? Was it Jackson?
It looks like
Dothan
Carmichael.
And Carmichael and Jackson.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
They're being talked to right now.
Yeah, and that will be the second foul on Carmichael.
And Carmichael's gotten off to a good start, so he wants to be careful. He doesn't want to see that bench too early.
Hey, both of them were wide receivers, and they played against each other.
How about that?
They're very competitive.
Yeah.
Williams. Ray. Jackson. Graham. Up. Miss. Ray. Rebounds. Blocked. And Williams gets the foul. And that's going to be the second one on Denny.
We saw a lot of energy right there. These kids are getting after the ball. You can tell tonight that both teams want to win really bad, Mitt. There's certainly this rivalry is alive and well tonight.
So Northview is up by 6, 11 to 5. Jalen Harris. A.J. Williams. Pittman. Spin move. Off the glass. Count it. Maurice Pittman. Gaskin goes with the floater. to 7. A.J. Williams for his third three of the game.
A.J. Williams is putting on a clinic right now. He's hit 3 3-pointers in this game. Unbelievable start for them. He is really pumping some energy in them. But I tell you, Dothan better be careful and step up to him real quick because he's got that stroke tonight.
You're right about that. 4:28 left in the first period. And the Cougars of Northview are leading the Dothan Tigers 16-7. Northview has started off very good. Getting an outstanding play. Ray with a nice drive down the basket. Missed, but Graham is back with the putback for 2.
Yeah, that was a great putback by Dothan there. We saw in the first meeting that a lot of Dothan shots fell right at the rim. So it was a good thing that That was a good basket there by Harris.
Harris made that one. Was it a 2 or a 3?
It was a 2.
Boy, I tell you, you look away for a second and you'll miss something.
I know. It's a lot of this game is exciting, and you better not blink. That's for sure.
So Northview leading Dothan 18-9. Lindsay misses. Anglin up, gets his own rebound. And they're going to call him for traveling.
Oh.
Great effort that time by Anglin.
That's what Dothan's going to need in this game. They're going to need a lot of energy around the basket. But they're playing a zone defense. They're forcing Northview to shoot over that zone defense. Northview so far has been killing them. So they're going to have to spread that zone defense out a little bit more, come out and get up on that shooter.
Harris for a three. Miss. Graham rebounds it for the Tigers. Alfred Anglin brings it down for the Tigers. Jackson. And Ray tries to get the ball into Lindsay, and it's kicked by Northview. Couple of substitutions in the game for Northview, number 21 and 23. Number 21 is Jalen Thomas, and number 23 is Malik Johnson. Tigers inbound the ball, and Ray thought about it, and it's saved by Ray. Into Lindsay. He goes up, misses, and it's going to be out of bounds off Northview.
Dothan showed some patience right there of getting the ball around, moving the ball around. They need to get some good, clean looks at the basket, but they're showing some good signs of patience, at least in this sequence here.
Okay, Marquez White is into the game, but he's going to have to leave.
Like he's got some blood on his shirt, looks like.
He's got blood on his shirt, so the official, the coach is telling the official that he's going to change shirts.
Now what number is it going to be?
He'll be number 20.
So Marquez White is number 20 now.
Yeah, boy, these numbers are just changing all over the place tonight.
Yeah, they're keeping us busy here with that.
I know, we can't go off what happened last time. And while we got a little time here, we have the record from the last 5 years. Overall, since 2007, Dothan has 7 wins, Northview 6. But Northview has won the last 4 meetings. Total scoring since 2007, Dothan 735, Northview 701. Average margin of victory 9.6 points per game. So as you can see, on the average, these games are normally pretty close.
Yes. And every game stands out on its own because there's so much intensity. These kids know each other so well. They've grown up with each other. And for many of them, their homes are separated only by perhaps West Main Street.
Yeah, you're right about that, Don. White goes for a long three. Boy, there's a battle. They're playing above the rim. Lindsay. And traveling call against Jalen Harris of Northview. So, well, I guess they call it against Dothan.
Dothan's going to have to find some way to settle down, to get some good shots, because right now things are not working very well for them. They're down by 9. Northview is hitting their outside shots. That may force Dothan to go man-to-man very soon here.
Northview up by 9, 18-8. We have 2 minutes left in the offensive foul called on number 21, Jalen Thomas, his first.
Thomas just got a little aggressive there and used that arm to separate himself. Can't do that kind of thing in basketball, so he's going to have to do a little bit better job of handling the ball.
Lindsay. And a foul.
In the paint.
The foul is on number 20 of Northview.
Foul's going to be on the Cougars. Been in the ball game for the first time tonight.
Number 20. Oh, okay. I had to think about that. That's
Marquez White, yes.
That's his first. Dothan hadn't been able to do much lately. Ray goes up and draws the foul. That's Malik Johnson with the foul.
You get a sense that that Ray realizes his team needs him a lot here, and he's taking it upon himself almost from the hash mark far in the court all the way to the rim. He wants to assert his presence in this game.
And Ray is 0 of 3 from the line tonight.
And we're seeing those same issues happening with the free throws starting to creep into Dothan again. They got to make sure that this doesn't go into their psyche. They need to see this ball go through the rim a little bit.
And we haven't mentioned it yet, but 2 of Dothan's key players are out of the game. D.D. Thomas suffered a concussion last week against Enterprise, and Adrian Kirkland has been plagued with some ankle injuries that he received at the Hoops Classic. White.
The loss of those 2 players could be big here.
And that's a player control foul against White, and that's 2 on him.
Yeah, Northview is going to have to be careful. They're going to find themselves in a little foul trouble early, and Dothan needs to stay aggressive, however.
Ray saves it, but he throws it right into the hand of Critton.
Stepped on the line.
And he steps on the line. Both of these teams, we talk about how evenly matched they are, and they have a lot of depth. They play a lot of players, Don.
They do play a lot of players, and both of these teams are very well conditioned. Many of the players played football, and so they come into the basketball season really equipped to be able to go up and down the court very quickly.
Out of bounds.
So Dothan commits that 5th turnover of the period.
Now we're starting to see those turnovers happening, in a game that's very intense, where it's fast-paced. You're going to see turnovers, but the team that can do the best job of keeping those turnovers down is going to have the best chance of winning.
Dothan did a good job that time of stealing the ball. Graham travels.
And the ball's going to go the other way.
They are missing some opportunities, but Northview's taking advantage of the missed stops that Dothan has made.
Yeah, and so far the narrative of this game has been that Northview has come down and hit 3-pointers, separating themselves. They've got about 4 3-pointers that they've made, and versus Dothan's none. So that's been the difference. Other than that, this will be a tighter game.
Alfred Anglin is called for the foul. Latrell Anglin. No, that was 21, wasn't it? White misses first.
13, Billy Ford. Number 32, Justaro Reynolds.
They changed our numbers on us tonight, so if we...
And they're rotating a lot of players in as well.
Yeah, so if we get something wrong, please, we are apologizing in advance. White misses both of his free throw attempts. Nice feed from Anglin, and it won't go. The shot by number 43 for Dothan.
Yep, you travel when you fall over.
The ball's going to go the other way.
Dothan played some good defense in that sequence there. Unfortunately, just they travel by falling down. So they're going to have to be careful right here. They need to play some tight defense. They to keep this score from going 10 points by the first quarter.
Ed Critton with the 3. I tell you what, Northview are hitting the trays tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what, they are really doing a great job on those 3-pointers.
That was Morris, and Graham gets the rebound, goes up, and Gaskin comes out of the crowd with it. Turns around, shoots. Yes!
And the last one's good.
Bix shot that time by Destin Gaskin, and Dothan needed that shot.
They really did need that shot. Northview has been on fire, and Dothan hasn't found an answer for him just yet. But they're going to have to dig in. They're going to have to make some adjustments. They might need to come back out and go man-to-man, but they're going to have to find a way to slow Northview's three-pointers down.
Okay, we've come to the end of one, and the score is the Northview Cougars 21, the Dothan Tigers 13. We'll be back with second period action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Second with the score.
Welcome back to Northview High School, where the Cougars are leading the Tigers of Dothan 21-13. Hi, I'm Mick Kirk along with Don McLeod and Brian Nyman. And the story in that first period was the hot three-point shooting by Northview.
That sums it up. Hello.
And it continues. Pittman with the big three.
I tell you, Mitt, it almost looks like they're coming out with a strategy of firing up those threes. They want to spread this score out as much as they can, and Dothan's going to have to figure that out real soon here.
Northview has hit 6 threes, so they have 18 points from behind the three-point line. Graham.
Yeah, when Graham double clutched on that move there, it gave the defense a chance to adjust.
Okay.
Carmichael.
Dothan was very lucky right there on that sequence.
Jonathan Carmichael.
Carmichael has changed numbers, okay? He's number 15. And that's 3 on him. That could spell trouble for Northview in the second half.
And I'm just going to make a paper airplane out of my roster. It's the only useful thing I can do with it now.
Anglin. I tell you, it's not that Dothan's played that bad, but Northview has just been on fire.
They've been hitting almost every three-pointer they've shot. They've thrown up there.
Foul.
Their foul is on number 14.
Foul's going to be on the Tigers.
Which is, let's see, who is 14?
We think it's Lindsay.
Lindsay, it is. His number didn't change.
But I tell you, Mitt, basketball is about a game. Is a game of adjustments. Dothan's going to have to make some adjustments here. It looks like they've gone to man-to-man, so they've made the adjustments. They're not going to let Northview stand back and shoot anymore. So let's see how this impacts Northview.
There's going to be a foul on the play. 6 minutes and 36 seconds left in the second.
Foul is on Lindsay. Picks up his second foul, a quick foul. At the line, his number used to be 2, but now 15, Jonathan Carmichael.
Jeez.
Carmichael is 2 of 2 from the line tonight. He has 5 points.
It's the only game I've ever done where we have AKA. Or F. What is it formerly known as?
Shooting for the Cougars, number 15.
Both teams are in the bonus. So Carmichael is 3 of 3. And it's a 12-point Northview lead. 4 of 4 with 7 points for Carmichael. So Northview has really come out shooting tonight. Ray, it just wouldn't go.
Nope.
Yeah, and we've seen that before where the ball just falls short of going in, and so Dothan's going to have to finish on those plays, or they're going to have a long night tonight.
Jalen Harris. A.J. Williams, number 14, has 3 threes tonight. They definitely don't want him to get it. Maurice Pittman with the finger roll.
Straight off the fingertips of Maurice Pittman. That's a
7 points for Pittman.
That was a good move by Pittman to get to the rim there. Nice finger roll.
Ball's going to go the other way.
And Dothan commits a foul.
That's going to put us at
Bonus.
1.
And the foul was a foul on Ray.
That's what he said, yes.
Okay. Be 2 on him. I tell you, you can't blink in this game. Shot by number 13 is missed. 13 is, I don't know who 13 is.
And the basket's good.
And Harvey puts in 2.
That was a good-looking backdoor pass there, and good-looking shot by Harvey.
Harris. Carmichael. And the ball is stolen by Jackson. And he goes for the slam and misses.
Here we go.
But Pittman gets it on the other end. And he rattled the whole gym on that one.
Yeah. That was a great series for Northview to come out, to have that defensive stop right there and to come back down and get that energy flowing from this crowd with a dunk like that. That was pretty impressive. Dothan's going to have to keep their composure. There's way too much basketball to play, and they can't let the game get away from them at this point. They've still got a lot to play.
They're trailing by 15. It's a 30-15 lead. A 3 from number 15 for the Tigers, and I'll try to find out who that is. They changed it up on us, so we apologize. And Dothan has gotten some shots from some subs that they needed.
Yeah, they have, but they're going to have to figure out what to do to slow this Northview team down right now.
Jalen Harris right down the middle of the lane for 2. That gives him 4 points for the game. 32-18, Northview leading. Jackson.
That'll be a foul. Foul's going to be on the Tigers. 3 minutes and 59 seconds in the second. We're still at 1-1.
Gaskin back into the game. Anglin takes a seat.
You know, so far we look at this game and we see that Dothan hasn't had a lot of attempts at the free throw line. On the other hand, Northview has had a lot of attempts at the charity line and have capitalized on that. We've seen both teams have a roughly equal share of turnovers, but even for Northview, they've been able to capitalize more on that. We've seen both teams hit three-pointers, but Northview has just done a better job of hitting their three-pointers. So Dothan is going to have to figure out really what are the best adjustments they need to make to slow Northview down so they can get back into this game.
And in the last game between these two teams, Northview shot 22 free throws in the first half, and Dothan shot 10. That time they were going for the alley-oop, but they didn't quite connect.
Yeah, and if they could have connected on that, you would have saw some real excitement in this gym, that's for sure.
Got to watch your passes. Graham, strong rebound, too.
Dothan needed that, that's for sure. They needed that.
Northview up by 13, 33-20. Harvey goes up. Misses. Carmichael. Harris. Right now, Northview is controlling the tempo of the game. Pittman. Big strong move. He's having a big game tonight.
Right now we're seeing Dothan's being undersized, and Northview is taking advantage of that. Dothan's going to have to either get some bigs in the game, or they're going to have to put a body on somebody really quickly.
11 points for Pittman. And a 3. That's 2 threes for number 15. We'll get his number during the break. Get his name during the break.
Yeah, he's come in and has been pretty productive for Dothan.
Harris up, and it counts.
Buddy, the Trojan.
Who was the foul on that, Brian? Okay, that was on number 10, Destin Gaskin. Boy, Northview is dominating this first half.
Yeah, everything they've wanted to do, they've been able to do this game. They've been able to pretty much control the tempo. They've been able to capitalize on the turnovers that Dothan hasn't really been able to get going on anything that they wanted to get going on. So they're going to have to figure something out real quickly.
Harris, that gives him 7 points. It's a 38-23 lead. 15 points, which match Northview's biggest lead of the game. But I tell you, you can't count Dothan out. They've got to make those type shots.
Yeah.
Good second effort by Harvey. He has 4 points.
That was a good shot by Harvey, staying with that rebound to get a second look.
Missed, and Harvey gets the rebound on the other end of the court. Gaskin. He goes coast to coast, misses, and Pittman with the rebound to White. Count it. That's White's first basket of the game. Marquez White.
Marquez White.
Northview back up by 15. Ball out of bounds off Northview.
Dothan was very, very lucky right there. That was just one too many passes. They got to start looking for some good shots. And I know they want to get the extra pass in there, but when you're behind by 15, when you got a good shot, you got to take it.
Foul is on number 15. So Northview leading by 15, a minute 12 left in the second period.
And Northview has been able to do whatever they want to do in this game. You know, we've seen Dothan go in and out of zone defense to man-to-man, back to zone again here. So they're a gritty team. You can't count them out. They're going to fight all the way, but they've got to find a way.
Gaskin for 2.
And the basket's good.
7 points with Destin Gaskin.
And Gaskin is one of the key players who can make it happen for Dothan.
Jump ball, a good hustle that time by Harvey. And possession error points to the Tigers.
Double O, Eric Holmes. 47.7
Dothan's ball.
remaining.
Dothan's got an opportunity to come down here and get a good look at the basket before halftime, so they wanted a good shot with this.
Holmes going to be called for the foul. And
they're in the bonus.
yes, they are. Going to the line is Jaquel Harvey. Harvey's come off the bench and put up 4 points and put in some very good minutes for this Dothan team.
Yeah, Harvey's been very productive, and they're going to need him tonight. He's going to have to control Northview's big men down in the paint, so they're going to need him to contribute everything he has tonight.
Northview's ball. Possession error favors the Cougars. We're down to 33 seconds left in the half, and it's a 40-27 game. 13-point lead for the Cougars, and they have led the entire game. The score was tied at one time, 3 apiece. Both teams came out and hit the first basket with threes.
And Dothan, Northview is probably going to try to hold for one shot here, so Dothan's going to have to tighten up on that defense. They don't want to They don't want to go down by more than 13, but they gotta not come up with a cheap foul and or give up a three-pointer here.
White. And it's going to be out of bounds off White. Good defense that time by Destin Gaskin, forcing the turnover.
Seconds.
Or what was that?
They didn't get the player in. They traded players. They didn't finish the trade before they put the ball in play.
Jackson into the game for Dothan.
Those got to think about what they want to do.
Whoa, almost.
Cool.
That's the conclusion of the half.
So we've come to halftime with the score. Northview 40, Dothan 27. We'll be right back with the second half of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Okay, we're back as we begin the second half of action between the Dothan Tigers and the Northview Cougars. I am Mick Kirk along with Brian Nyman and Don McLeod. And Don, I'll tell you the difference in that first half was the three-point shooting by Northview. They had 6 3-pointers.
Absolutely, Mitt. I tell you, Northview was just raining threes, and Dothan really had no answer for that. They tried to switch it up a little bit to go man-to-man, but they still haven't been able to slow Northview down just yet.
Good drive to the basket that time by Donovan Ray. That's his first field goal of the game. He had 1 point in the first half.
We saw Ray do a lot of that in the first half. His shots just came up a little short, so that's a good sign there for Dothan.
White missed and is rebounded by Chris Graham. Danny Williams.
I wonder what Coach Brown said to him at halftime.
I don't think I would have wanted to be in that
No.
dressing room. Pittman steals the ball. And Graham gets the rebound.
Yeah, Pittman needed to get that ball up. He's a big, and he wanted to do a little bit too much showcasing of his dribbling skills there.
Pebble.
Graham is called for traveling, so Dothan has come out and committed 2 turnovers here early in the third period. Jalen Harris.
I think that's why they play loud music at halftime, so we can't hear the rest of the coaches.
Double foul.
A double foul.
Okay, number 44 for Dothan, Chris Graham picks up a foul, and I think they said it was number 20. That would be White.
Yeah,
that's 3 on him.
Yeah, and Northview had picked up a lot, so both teams are going to have to be careful with the jostling around because there's going to be the potential to pick up a lot of easy, sloppy fouls.
That was the second double foul in this game.
That's funny, though, because Northview is the only one showing a foul on the scoreboard.
A.J. Williams had 3 threes in the first half. He's number 14. Pittman takes the jump shot, and White gets the loose ball.
Good hustle there by White.
Pittman for another 3, and that was short. That was not Pittman. That was number 14, A.J. Williams for the.
Yeah, Dothan dodged the bullet on that because we've been seeing Williams hit him all night. So they've got to step up. They've got to find Williams and keep a man on him, especially around that three-pointer.
Maurice Pittman had 11 points in the first half.
I lied. That's 2 team fouls on Dothan and 1 on Northview. Now the scorekeeper was just a little slow. He's got his hands full down there.
So Pittman hits 1 of 2. Ray goes up high, misses, and Jackson with the rebound and the shot, and it's good.
That was literally over another player.
Trey Jackson with his first points of the game. Into Pittman, and he's going to be fouled. And that's going to be Trey Jackson's second foul.
That was a nice no-look pass there by Marquez White. He has great vision on the court.
White from the corner. Gaskin rebounds it to Denny Williams. Williams shoots, misses, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Northview. So the ball will remain with the Dothan Tigers. Denny Williams, Gaskin, Williams, and Graham picks up the loose ball and goes up for 2. 8 points for Chris Graham.
Dothan needed that basket for sure, and Graham is an active player around the basket, so he can be an impact for Dothan as they try to get back into this game.
Right now, Dothan's on a 6-1 run. Denny Williams. And it's going to be out on Dothan.
Also back in 32 to Startle Reynolds.
Dothan had to be real careful. They almost got a backcourt right there trying to get the ball up the court.
We're down to 4 minutes left in the third. Gaskin to Williams, back to Gaskin. He goes for the 3. It's short, and it's going to be out of bounds off of
I was going to say, Mitt, that Northview was settling back a little bit and not pushing it as hard as they did in that first half. But they came back on that last sequence, ran Marquez open for that three-pointer, and that looked a lot similar to what we saw in the first half. So that was a great job by Northview there. Dothan, on the other hand, is going to have to step up a little bit more and on the defensive end, get some stops, get some turnovers, and capitalize on those turnovers.
Northview with the ball, and the lead, 44-33. 3.5 left in the third. Critton goes in, and he draws a foul. Foul is on Chris Graham, his third.
That was an example of needing to slide your feet, because Graham had the good position from the zone, but he, instead of sliding his feet over for the play, he reached for the ball and got the unfortunate foul.
Critton, A.J. Williams, short, put back, no good. Second effort. It goes for number 32, Reynolds.
Way to go, buddy.
The star Reynolds with the basket.
Right now, Northview is a little bit quicker off that feet than Dothan is. So Dothan, they're gonna need to execute a play here and figure out what they need to do to get some good, clean shots at the basket.
Lindsay. And three-pointer that time from number 21, Latrell Anglin, and Dothan needed that one.
They sure did. They sure did. That was a feel-good basket right there when it went through.
Reynolds saves the ball. Critton. Harris goes for a three. Missed and rebounded by number 21, Anglin. Goes up, misses. And Lindsay knocks the ball out of bounds, so it will stay with the Cougars. It's a 10-point game, you know. 10 points. If you're within 10 points, you're within striking distance.
Yeah, and that was a good idea by Anglin in trying to protecting the ball. Again, it was just one of those unfortunate situations where they just came up short on the shot.
Pittman, Maurice Pittman, 13 points for Maurice, 14 points for Maurice.
The ball stolen by Maurice Pittman.
Great shot by Maurice. Great body control.
Yeah, that was great ball control by Pittman for a big man to handle that ball that far out in the court for a layup. That was outstanding.
Northview back up by 14. Dothan has cut the lead to as close as 7, but they haven't been able to maintain, and they turned the ball over, and that's the last thing that they needed this time.
Yeah, the turnovers right now is really doing Dothan in. They are committing too many turnovers. They have not been able to really get into a good rhythm, and that's really affected their play.
So with 1:22 left in the third, the score is 36 for Dothan and 50 for Northview. Northview inbounds the ball after the timeout. And they're leading by 14. They've led by as many as 15. And Dothan steals the ball. Whoa! It got pretty rough there.
That was a good job. Great job there by Gaskins to hustle on getting that ball and creating that turnover. That's what Dothan's going to need more of. They're a gritty team, and they can fight their way back in this game, but that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get that grit in them for this last bit of the third quarter as well as the fourth quarter.
Pittman's going to be called for the foul, and it's just his first. So we're talking about body control and player control. He's done an excellent job tonight.
Absolutely.
Pittman has 16 points. Trey Jackson inbounds the ball for the Tigers into Lindsay. Lindsay wide open for the three, and it's rebounded by Carmichael. A.J. Williams. Pittman tries to force it in that time, follows his own shot up. Boy, great effort that time by Maurice Pittman.
Yeah, he's been very productive for Northview tonight, and Dothan has not had an answer for him. You know, they've at times they've had really difficulty matching up with the size of Northview. So it has really given them problems this game. And then when you add to Northview really doing a good job of hitting from the outside, that's really created a lot of complications for Dothan in this game tonight.
And injuries has hurt Dothan too. A three from number 21, Latrell Anglin, and that's his second three. He had 6 points in the game, all coming in the second half, and it's an 11-point game. Good move by number 32, Reynolds. 4 points for Reynolds. Lindsay. Jackson for the three, and it goes! Whoa! Trey Jackson with a big-time three at the buzzer.
And they really needed that. You know, this has been a tough environment for Dothan tonight. They've come in really wanting to make up for that loss that they had against Northview, and they have struggled from the start. But they've got one more quarter, so they've got to figure it out. and they're going to have to play their hearts out to get back into this game, Mitt.
Okay, we've come to the end of 3, and the score is Northview 52, Dothan 42. We'll be back with the 4th period of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Okay, and we're back as we get ready to start the 4th period of action. We're at Northview High School where the Dothan Tigers are taking on the Northview Cougars. And the Northview Cougars have come out shooting tonight. It's been an uphill battle for Dothan all night long.
They sure have, Mitt. And I'll tell you, with as much play that Northview has had in terms of the positiveness, for this game, they'll only be separated by 10 points. Dothan should consider themselves very lucky. They still have an opportunity to get back in this game.
You're exactly right, Don. So we have 7 minutes, 42 seconds left, and that's a lot of time. When you're within 10, you're within striking distance. Anglin picks up the foul. That will be 3 on him.
Foul's going to be on the Tigers.
And that puts Northview in the bonus.
So Northview is in the bonus and will remain there the rest of the game. Shot missed. William goes up and out to Gaskin. Good pass down to Graham, up off the glass for 2. Chris Graham, 10 points. And we have an 8-point game.
Dothan doesn't give up easy. They are a gritty team. They are a team that has heart. So we expected them to continue to play hard. Northview is going to not have to go soft here. They still got a lot of game to play as well.
White misses the shot, and Gaskin gets the rebound. Out to Anglin. And Lindsay loses it. They tried to get in too big of a hurry that time.
Yeah.
Instead of controlling the pace of the game and going down and setting up in the half-court offense, they forced it.
Yeah, and Dothan's going to have to settle down. If they come back off that turnover, come back and capitalize, all of a sudden we've got a 6-point game. So they're very much in this game, and they have an opportunity to close up this lead, but they can't afford to have turnovers and missed opportunities.
You're exactly right. So timeout on the court, 6:44 left in the 4th. Northview takes the ball in after the timeout.
Looks like Dothan's going to pick up that full-court press. That's what they do well. When that's going good and turnovers start flowing, things start happening really good in their favor.
And you said it. And Northview turns the ball over on that first possession after the timeout.
Now here's Dothan's opportunity. They've got to capitalize on turnovers. They can make this game really interesting if they begin to do that.
Graham misses, goes back up strong. And I tell you what, Graham did a good job hustling that time, keeping that ball alive.
He did. Now, Graham is going to have to finish at that rim, though. We've seen Graham take some last-second shots that could have tied it up to go into overtime for his team, and just come up a little bit short. He's a great player around that basket. He's just got to finish up, and that just requires just a little bit more focus.
Reverse layup won't go. Jalen Harris for the Cougars. A.J. Marshall. Pittman from the top of the key. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up again strong. And Ray gets the rebound on the miss by Pittman. Great hands by White. By Maurice White.
That was an incredible athletic ability by Marquez White to go and get that ball.
Yes! It was by Marquez White. You see why he was only thrown at 4 times this year.
Absolutely. And for Ray to come down and hit that shot, that was amazing. They're back in this game if they. But as soon as we say that, the three-pointers.
Marquez White.
White with the big three-pointer. Ray goes in. I think he may have thought he was Michael Jordan on that one.
Yeah, just a little bit. He was very lucky to get a foul on that, because he could have very easily went the other way. Now he's going to need to make some free throws.
Ray is 1 of 4 tonight. He has 5 points, and he needs to make these. Dothan's trailing by 9. And he makes one.
Back in the ball game, Gustavo Reynolds.
Carmichael takes a seat, and Reynolds replaces him. This is a big free throw for Ray. It's an 8-point lead. Dothan is trailed by as many as 15. That time Ray put some arch on the ball, and he knocked down both of those free throws. And we're down to a 7-point game. Pittman. Great hustle by Lindsey getting back, and it looked like it was going to be an easy shot for Pittman.
Yeah, that was a great hustle by Lindsey, and Northview almost had an opportunity there. Dothan was very lucky to be able to get a stop on that basket, but they're going to have to play some defense. They're closing the gap a little bit. They've got opportunity. Defense is going to get them back in this game. They need to create some turnovers with that defense.
Right from the corner for a 3. Missed. Ray gets the rebound for the Tigers.
And he'll take it all the way, that's for sure.
And he's called for traveling, to the displeasure of the Dothan fans and the delight of the Northview fans.
Yeah, and Dothan's going to have to keep their composure. The coach doesn't like that, but there's still a lot of time to play in this game. They're going to have to shake that off and come back down, play defense once again.
Northview leading by 7, 4 minutes, 39 seconds left in the 4th. They've led by as many as 15, and Dothan's been able to cut that lead down. But Northview's just been, just outstanding from behind the 3-point line. Offensive foul on number 32, Reynolds.
Right now we're seeing a lot of turnovers canceling each team out. No one has really capitalized a lot on those turnovers. Dothan has been able to inch their way back into this game, however. So Dothan's going to have to be the first to make a lot to capitalize the most on these turnovers.
Two good opportunities for the Tigers. They missed. The Cougars get the rebound, and that time Harris lost the handle on it.
Yeah, he just took it. He took his head off, took his eye off the ball, and dribbled it way too high.
I think what happened, he was looking for his next move before, and it just lost concentration for just a minute.
And right now, the turnovers are allowing Dothan an opportunity to close this gap up. They've got to find a way to capitalize on those turnovers.
The Cougars are in first place in the area. Donovan Ray, nice move, count it.
We've been seeing Ray do that all game.
5-point lead.
Yeah. And when he focuses and makes the basket, things good happen for Dothan.
Dothan crowd coming alive. AJ with another 3-point attempt. Good strong move by Pittman, but it won't go, and Ray gets the rebound.
Yeah. And look out, if you see if they score a point here, this gym is going to go crazy. Timeout.
Dothan wants a timeout, and one. All right, it's getting the kind of game we were expecting tonight. Northview has pretty much dominated this game. They led 21-13, and then they won 40-27 at halftime. That took a 10-point lead into the fourth, 52-42.
Yeah, and this game, this crowd has been loud. This gym has been electric. I would be disappointed if it wasn't what we're seeing right now, a closer game, tightening up, nothing unexpected. This game is a brand new game and Dothan is very much in it. They're going to need to come down and get a good basket here. And if they do, the roof is going to go off this place on the Dothan side of the ball.
And like I said, Northview's leading the area. They've beaten Dothan once and they've beaten Enterprise once. So they're 2-0 in the area, and Dothan is 0-2. They lost to Enterprise in overtime and lost to Northview by 2. So they had 2 chances there and they could be 2-0.
Yes.
Okay, Coach Brown had a timeout, and they brought the chairs out on the court. I don't know what that was about, but we'll see.
I think they want to make sure that coaches like to be comfortable when they're on the court.
England into Ray Williams. 3 minutes left. Williams hits a big 3. That's his second 3 of the game, and we have a 2-point game.
That was
55 to 53.
Yeah, that was a huge 3-pointer. And we have, you're right, we have a brand new game. This game is going to come down to who commits the fewer turnovers, who can make their free throws, and what. Look out, we're not surprised. We got the same type of game we've seen in the past.
We are not. Jackson gets the rebound for Dothan. Williams goes up and it's blocked. A good defensive play that time by A.J. Williams.
Now, Dothan has worked themselves back into this game after being down by such a large lead. They've got the opportunity, because they have the momentum on their side, to really put a psychological dent into Northview. So they're going to need to take their time and get a good shot here, Mitt.
The Tigers inbound the ball. Jackson for a 3. Won't go. Ground rebound, up and in for 2. We have a tie game.
A brand new game.
2:05.
Now, everything starts over at this point. The energy is going crazy in here. We've got another classic. Both teams are going to have to settle down and really capitalize on everything.
England steals the ball, but they say he went back court.
That was.
They're discussing it here.
Was that a technical?
Well, no. Unsportsmanship warning against the Dothan bench.
Dothan's coach is going to have to settle down. This energy is crazy.
Wow. The clock was still running. Okay, he stopped it. Okay.
Huh?
They tied up with 2:05, so it was 2:05 when they tied the score.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have 1:40 left, and this is like the game starting over.
Tie ball game.
Exactly. It's like it's starting over. Brand new game. And you can see the crowd is really with bated breath right now. They're in it just as much as the players. Everybody's on edge right now. And this is the time where you see that grit of Dothan come into play.
Right for a 3. Missed. Ray is fouled by Pittman. Wow. Unbelievable finish.
Unbelievable.
Boy, the Dothan crowd finally came alive. Brian.
Foul on the play.
And Northview is they're not in the bonus. Dothan is not in the bonus, so Northview's got well, next foul they'll be in the bonus.
Right.
We're tied 55 apiece, and we'll see if Dothan try to go for one shot or what. Jackson over to Williams. He steps on the line.
That's the kind of thing that Dothan didn't want to happen.
The other way with a minute and 9 seconds.
Everything in this game is magnified, Mitt.
Yeah.
The turnovers are bigger than what they were in that first quarter. The free throws are bigger than what they were in the first quarter. You got to keep your head, keep your composure, because everything comes down to this final minute of the game.
You're exactly right, Don. And it's a heck of a minute left.
Yeah, it is a heck of a minute. And both teams need to make sure they don't make any mistakes, because a turnover is just going to be deadly.
A.J. Williams, who's hit those threes early in the game, misses that one. And the foul is on Pittman. That's his third. So now Dothan's in the bonus. And let's see who's going to the line.
Looks like number
21. That is Latrell Anglin. Anglin, this is his first time at the line.
Now we've seen Dothan have some trouble at the free throw line, but this is when it counts right now. If they want this game, they've got to make it count.
Boy.
Man, when he said now is the time to keep your composure, he was talking to you.
That might be Dothan's first lead.
Boy. Anglin makes
Look
one
out.
of two.
Look out.
1 point.
We're gonna come down to one shot, guys. Hold on to your seatbelts.
White goes for a three. Misses. And saves it. 13.
Woo! A lot of time in this game.
And Dothan turns the ball over.
That was a tough call for Dothan right there.
The same Dothan ball.
Well, I tell you, that was a tough call. You're going either way, you're going to see these kids dump onto this court when this game is over. I think we've got our third classic in a row.
I tell you what, I think you're right. But you know what? This rivalry in basketball is just as big as the football rivalry.
That's right.
You know, we've had two packed houses. A couple of weeks ago, we were over at Dothan High, standing room only. Tonight at Northview, standing room only.
Yeah.
Dothan had trailed it by as many as 15. They trailed by 10 going into the fourth period.
Yeah.
And they were able to tie the score up with 2:05 left in the fourth. And then they took a lead with 43 seconds left, but Northview has gone back on top with 23 seconds left.
Now, Northview has this turnover. They have the ball. They're going to try to run this clock down as much as they can. Dothan's going to have to be composed, play tough defense, try to get the turn. Well, it looks like Dothan has the ball. So this is, this is going to go the other way. This is
seconds remaining in this ball game.
It's going to be interesting to see if Dothan goes for a quick shot or if they wind it down for one shot, Mitt.
You know, we've seen
But they're going to need to get a good look. Can't turn this ball over.
Northview playing some tough defense.
Looks like they're going to get one shot. It's going to come down to free throws.
Ray. And Northview wants a timeout with 3 seconds. And we've seen Dothan in this position 3 times, and they just have not been able to come through and make the play.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker for Dothan because we've seen them lose, like you mentioned. We've seen them lose close games where they couldn't finish the shot or where it's the turnover in this case right here. That's just a heartbreaker for them. They're gonna have to get a quick foul here, get Northview to the free throw line, hope for a miss, and get that rebound and shoot it up.
Yeah, you're right, Don. And I tell you, this game has come down to a wire. A 1-point lead for Northview with 3 seconds left. Dothan turned the ball over.
Yeah.
They never did contain or possess the ball very good, that possession. You know, you can tell they never had control, good control of the ball, that possession.
And that's when we say that a turnover in the first quarter doesn't mean as much as a turnover with 3 seconds to go in the game. Everything is magnified. That this last turnover, if Dothan loses, they're going to remember that turnover for the rest of the season.
And if Northview wins this game, they will be area champs because they will be 3-0 in area play.
Yeah.
And they only have one more area game. They play Enterprise again.
But more importantly, they'll have the city bragging rights, which they really want.
Right. Yeah, Northview won both games last year.
Coach Brown's got some strategy here. I'm not sure what he's telling the ref.
Look for a quick foul.
And 1 second goes.
Took about 1 second off.
Last year, Northview won both games. First game, they won 58-40. Second game, they won 50-45. As we said, overall records since 2007. Dothan 7 wins, Northview 6 wins. So if Northview wins tonight, we will be tied up at 7 games apiece.
How about that?
Which is, pretty. The football series is about the same too.
Maurice Pittman.
And Pittman's going to have an opportunity to stretch this lead out a little
Pittman
bit.
is 1 of 2. And Dothan calls timeout.
And it looks like they're probably going to have to put some time back on the clock.
Boy, that was, what was it, 2 seconds?
It was 2.8.
2.8.
The Zebras are having a meeting.
Boy, I tell you what. This has been another incredible game, and I just love this rivalry, Don.
You do.
I'm so glad to be a part of it, just sitting here, participating in it from the broadcast booth, and it's just great.
Yeah.
It's the next best thing to being out there on the court.
It sure is, Mitt. And I tell you, if you came into this game asleep, you woke up at some point, didn't you?
You did. There's no way you could sleep with all this noise.
No, that's right. That's right. Well, great teams, great coaches, great kids, great fans, great community. These kids grew up with each other. They know each other well. This rivalry is going to live on for a long time, Mitt.
Yeah, so we're down to 1.7 seconds, and 1 point separates these teams. So Northview's got to make sure they don't commit a foul because Dothan's in the bonus.
I better yet, just stand up. 1.7.
Boy, I tell you what,
remaining.
I don't think anybody's sitting down in this gymnasium tonight.
Except you.
1 point ball game.
I'll tell you what.
Timeout.
Timeout. The Cougars.
What they.
And Northview wants to go man-to-man, but they've got to be careful because with that lineup they just had, what we just saw right there, that setup would have clearly allowed Dothan to sprint full court for an easy basket, a layup. So that was a good job by Northview, I believe, that took that timeout. That was a good job by them taking that timeout because it certainly was going to give up a backcourt for sure.
Yeah, so it's coming down to the final seconds like we expected.
Yep.
Dothan had trailed by as many as 15. They tied the score with 2:05 left in the fourth, and they took the lead with 43 seconds. They took a 56-55 lead, but then Northview came back and scored to take a 57 to well, whose ball is it?
Looks like they're going to give it back to Dothan. Dothan's going to have even a better shot here, but they're going to have to touch. It's going to be a touch shot, but they're going to get another crack at it here.
Yeah, and they have the ball on their end of the court, so it makes it, they can get it in bounds and get up a shot, but Northview's got to prevent them from doing that.
And Mitt, here's the thing. Sometimes this is better for younger kids, a young team, a young high school team, because they don't have a lot of time to think about it. There's not a lot of opportunity for a turnover because as soon as they get it, they got to square their shoulders and shoot, as opposed to having 10 seconds left on the clock where you want to get in and work it around, and there's a greater chance for a turnover. So Dothan, in all likelihood, is going to get this ball in play. They're going to turn, and they're going to shoot it quickly.
Okay,
So hold on to your seats.
Brian, any comments from up in the loft?
No, I have no comments, sir. Nothing.
So Dothan's got to try to get the ball in, and Northview's got to try to prevent them from getting the ball in. And boy, they're going to try to keep the crowd from rushing the floor right now. I don't know.
Here we go.
Shot up.
Good if it goes.
And it won't go. So Northview wins it 57-56. And the last time they played, Northview won it 68 to 66.
Yeah.
So 2 heartbreaking losses for Dothan by a total of 3 points.
And you know what? I wasn't surprised at the grit and the determination towards the end for Dothan. They've got a lot of heart, but there was a lot of missed opportunities for Dothan. They came up short in a lot of ways. They didn't start the game off very well. They got behind in a big lead. They had to fight back and exert a lot of energy to get down to to get this game down to this 1-point lead, but a 1-point deficit. But Dothan shouldn't hang their hat in any bad way. They played a heck of a game towards the end there, and this is a great rivalry, and I'm excited for the city of Dothan to have 2 teams like this fighting hard every year and entertaining the fans the way they do.
I'll tell you what, everybody that showed up tonight got their money's worth. I know the Dothan fans didn't get the victory that they were looking for, but you know what? Those guys fought back. They were down by 15 points, and they fought back and took a lead with 43 seconds left, and Northview was able to take the lead back with 23 seconds left. And so Dothan fought back, and it was a great effort by the Cougars came out of the gates ready for this game. They were ready. They came out throwing up threes left and right.
It was amazing to watch those threes fall the way they did in the first half, Mitt, and especially in that first quarter. It just seems like it was all automatic there for them. And I was really impressed with A.J. Williams and his ability to just square his shoulders and hit those shots. That was really what set the tone for Northview. Dothan, their grit is there, but they just didn't have enough to handle the everything that Northview was bringing in terms of the height, in terms of the intensity, in terms of this crowd was on their side. It was a tough night overall for Dothan. But again, they're a tough team, and they're going to come away from this game having learned a lot, and they'll be better as a result of that, Mitt.
Okay, kind of recapping the scoring by Puris. Northview led 21-13 at the end of 1. They took a 40-27 lead into halftime. They led by 10 going into the fourth, 52-42, and they win it 57-56 now. Leading scorer for Dothan was number 44, Chris Graham, who had, let's see, did I get his points? I think I have 12. 12 for Graham, 7 for Anglin, 6 for Jordan Neal, 8 for Destin Gaskin, 5 for Trey Jackson, 6 for Denny Williams, 4 for Jaquel Harvey, and 9 for Donovan Ray. Now, for Northview, the big man tonight was Maurice Pittman. He put on an outstanding performance. Pittman had 16 points, 8 from Marquez White, 8 from Jonathan Carmichael, 3 from Ed Cridden, 7 from Jalen Harris, 9 from A.J. Williams, 4 from Reynolds, and 2 from number 13. We didn't get his name, but it was an outstanding performance, a great game, great competition, the kind of game you love to see. So that's going to wrap it up for us tonight from Northview High School. On behalf of our cameraman and co-announcer Brian Nyman and my good buddy Don McLeod. Thanks for helping us out again.
It's been my pleasure.
This is Mitt Kirkland saying good night from Northview High School, and thanks for watching the Scenic Sports Network.